Hey, it's Pam Slim from the Pamela Slim Agency, and I'm just back from a week vacation. Hope you had some good time off too. And as I was out and about in Northern California with my family, hiking with my 90-year-old mom, which was very inspirational, up and down very steep, rocky hills, I had a chance to be thinking about work and the kinds of things to focus on in the second half of the year. And sometimes when you're away from work, I tried to just stay totally away, didn't have any calls or anything. And all of a sudden, the most obvious insights hit you that you're like, how could I forget that thing that is so important? So the thing that hit me was remembering the root of both why you do what you do. Why is it important to you now to be bringing your body of work to the world? And the root of importance for your client. What difference does it make with the work you're doing right now with your client's particular situation, person, body of work that is so important to be bringing the work forward? When you have that anchor, it's so much easier to be really creating a cohesive project, to be staying on track when things get difficult, because they always do. It's hard to be bringing really great work out into the world if you're a consultant or a coach or you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to move things forward with your clients. It is hard when you're pushing yourself to the edge to be getting that cutting edge work right. And I think it's worth doing. What keeps you on track is where when you get stuck or you're up against a wall or something is challenging, instead of just worrying about the things that are also important, like how can I bring money in? How can I finish this project so I can invoice? How can I make sure that I just get all this stuff done and off my plate, that you don't forget why you are doing it. That is the anchor that will bring you back every time. And I think it's also the key to communicate that with your team when you're working on something together. And again, everybody's running around trying to do their part and get things done. And when we can anchor around why is this work important to this client at this particular time, that is, I think, where a lot of juice comes from it. It can give us extra energy, it can give us context, it can remind us of why it's important to do the work. And for me, that is something I wrote about way back in 2014 in Body of Work. That was a reason why that was the first chapter, because we need to feel that emotional connection to what we're doing. Another great conversation with a family with my sister-in-law, who always reminds me who I am and just has this amazing insight. I'm so glad she's married to my brother, because she reflected back something to me that I do feel very passionate about my work, and I go through cycles and stages of my own body of work. Tends to be 7 to 10 years when I have a deep focus on something. And I'm just coming out of a cycle, a year out, but still of doing that 8 year of running a community lab in downtown Mesa that was deep, passionate, amazing, engaging work, but really a very significant focus. And then now, this year out, I am building the agency with my amazing team, my business partner, Darren Padilla, and realizing that as we are building this next stage of the journey, I really want to be connecting with why this work, why this team, why now? Why is this important to us and our clients? So I hope it's really helpful. I feel newly charged up to be remembering that anchor, especially as I go into the second half of the year. Otherwise, we just become content bots and just people who do work and get stuff done and problem solve. And all of those are things we need to do. But why is the important reason? What's going to happen if we don't do this work? If you don't have a significant answer to that, it's time to look a little bit deeper in what you're doing. It's worth it. Have a great beginning to your second half of the year.